You know, I would consider myself fairly healthy. I'm definitely not the healthiest person out there, but I would consider myself pretty healthy. You know, I'm up there. I eat vegetables. So I have days where I'll go a little bit off track and I'll sort of give in to my cravings. And that all happened yesterday. I'm done with that now. Ate so much chocolate that I probably couldn't stomach anymore today. So today is all about health and feeling good about what I'm eating and feeding my body with nutritious things. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to start with a little bit of breakfast. So first up, the kitchen. Right, okay, breakfast. So I wouldn't normally have enough time for breakfast, but since I'm off work at the minute, I'm actually recovering from an operation. Do you want to see the scar? Ew. Yeah, it stings. It's pretty bad. So I wouldn't usually have enough time for breakfast, so this is quite rare. But, you know, since I've been off work, I've been making time for it. And today, what I'd usually have is like some sort of like egg on toast or something like that. But I've had eggs every day this week. So we're going to try an avocado. So I've been waiting for these to ripen. And I think when you can sort of press it in a little bit, that means it's fairly ripe. So we're going to give that a go. So we've got an avocado. What else are we going to put with the avocado? So, toast. So we're looking for, just behind the cashew milk, this guy. So, this bread, I actually bought it by mistake in Lidl, tried it, and it was fantastic. So this is whole grain rye bread with sunflower seeds. Bit of an acquired taste, but I like it. I think it's quite nice. So we're going to have 2 slices of this. See, it's quite thick and dense. I'm going to pop 2 slices in the toaster for however long. The next step, we are going to knife. So what we're going to do is just have half of this avocado. Be very careful not to injure myself. Lovely. Okay, so now this is the difficult part, getting the stone out. Oh! Whew. Close. Very close. Okay. Be careful if you're doing that. Okay, there's still a little bit of the stone still in there. Okay, so we've got half of an avocado. I'll put that to the side for a minute while that bread's toasting. We're going to get something else. So I was hoping to have a bit of tomato, but this one isn't really looking the best. It's not looking the best, see? But we'll see what we can salvage out of the tomato, and then we're going to put a bit of red onion on the top. Just a tiny, 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 tiny amount of red onion. I really like it. Just really, really adds a bit of red onion to it. Okay, so you want like, literally the smallest amount of red onion, just to sort of like sprinkle on the top. So I'm going to try and get like really, that's the toast, really tiny. See how thin that is? And that is probably going to be more than enough. So what I'm going to do is just like, again, just really thinly, finely chop these up. Yeah, this is way too much. With the tomato, just cut off. That's all right inside. Look, that's not bad at all. And again with the tomato, just want really quite fine pieces. Now this tomato is a bit old, so it's sort of collapsing. So while we're waiting for the toast to cook, I'll just tell you why I enjoy this breakfast. It's because it's quite healthy. So it's avocados, tomatoes, red onion, and some super crazy healthy bread, rye bread, which I think is better for you than normal pieces of bread. And it's quite low carb. So I think there is 20 grams of carbs in each slice of this. Yeah, 19.6. And the reason that I have to think about my carbs is because I've got type 1 diabetes and I have to inject something called insulin to make sure my body can handle the carbs or else I'll die. So there's that. So I have to watch out for all the carbs in each of my meals. So throughout today I'll be adding up each of the carbohydrates in my meals to work out how much insulin I need and then putting that into my body so I can eat and also stay alive. Cool, toast is ready. Time to quarter up the avocado. Ugh. Now the avocado is mashed, there it is, yummy. I'm gonna just stick on all the rest of the bits and bobs to make it look kind of nice. And now the breakfast is done, I can't eat it just yet. I've got to test my blood sugar. Like I mentioned, I'm type 1 diabetic. So I need to know how much insulin to give myself. This is what I use. This is a test machine. This is a finger pricker, and these are the test strips. No, it doesn't hurt that much if you're wondering. I have to do it several times a day. I'm pretty much over it by now. Oh, 6.9. 6.9, and my ideal range is between 4 and 7. So, you know, after yesterday's antics, I'm pretty happy with 6.9. So what I'm going to tell this machine is that I'm about to eat 40 grams of carbohydrates, and then that speaks to this, which is my insulin pump, and then that will just give me a dose of insulin right now. Now, after all of that, I can finally eat. Yum. So, that is breakfast all done. So I'm going to see you again at lunchtime when hopefully I've had a shower and I'll be out of this thing, but no promises. Alright then, it is a lot later on in the day. I am absolutely starving and it's time for meal number 2. Second meal of the day. It's about time. Now I would love, absolutely love to have, you know, all that sweet sugary stuff that I was eating yesterday, but can't do it, cannot do it. I've been healthy today, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm filming it, so that's it. I've got to keep healthy. So what we're gonna do though is do a quick blood sugar test. Put it in the machine. Get a little bit of blood. Pretty close to what it was this morning, so that's fantastic. But to keep it really, really simple, we're going to stay pretty carb free for this lunchtime, and I'm a big meal prepper. So yesterday I cooked a ton of chicken drumsticks covered in this, which is a spice mix by a good friend of mine, a lady that I know called Brinda Bungaru. She has her own YouTube channel which she's just started. I'll link it in the description below. You can see some of her fantastic Mauritian recipes. We're not going to be pulling one of those off today. We're going to keep it rather simple, so we're going to have some of that chicken. I'm going to pair it with some, bit of a weird one, Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts, yeah. So same thing, I literally, ooh, that was probably a bit close. Same thing, I literally covered these in some of this spice mix, roasted them up. Same thing with that. I'm gonna whack it on a plate and stick it in the microwave. And that's it, really simple lunch. No carbs in any of this, so I don't need any insulin. How many should we have now? I'm quite a hungry boy. So, there's not a lot of meat on chicken drumsticks, is there? So let's go for, that's quite little, so I'll go for 3. There we go. Okay. Okay, done with that. Now Brussels sprouts. Fruit and veg is sort of like free, isn't it? You can have as much or as little as you want. So, shall we? I mean, we may as well. Let's go for all of them. There we go. Chicken, Brussels sprouts, that's my lunch. Nothing special, but it is healthy. So what I'm gonna do is, because it's a little bit boring right now, let's face it, is add a little bit of Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing Sauce. Now this has got zero sugar in it. 2 carbs, 2 carbohydrates, and 0 sugar per 100 grams. Now there's no way I'm going to consume 100 grams worth of this stuff, so I can be very safe in saying this too is carb free, meaning no insulin. Watch out though, because some buffalo sauce, now I like buffalo sauce, and some of them are filled with sugar, loads of it. So I always stick with Frank's because it's carb free. Pretty much. That was spicy chicken, drumsticks and Brussels sprouts done. It was delicious as I thought it would be. Now I did eat this quite late, so I'm probably going to be eating dinner quite soon. I'm okay with that, so I will see you when it is time for some dinner. Okay, I look like the Scream mask. Yeah, that's the Scream mask. I do look exactly like that, don't I? Wow, okay. As well as scaring you, I wanted to talk about why I decided to make this video. So I've been type 1 diabetic for 3 years now, and I'm always getting asked the same set of questions. Things like, can you eat that? Are you sure you should be eating that? Can you really eat that? You're diabetic. Are you sure you should be eating that? You can't eat that, surely. Well, the answer is, yeah, I can eat what I want, really. Just like any other person, I obviously try and make as many healthy choices as I can be bothered to. But as long as I put in the effort to make sure I count how many carbohydrates there are in a meal, and then work out how much insulin I need, and then take that insulin to make sure that I don't die or get ill, I can eat whatever I want. Now, for some reason I'm being super healthy today, but I've not been eating that much today, and I'm getting really, really hungry. So dinner is next, so I promise at dinner we'll have a nice, hearty, substantial meal, and I'll do some serious carb counting, and it won't be as healthy as the rest of the day. Dinner time, it's dark now, it's actually nearly 9 o'clock, so not as quick as I thought we'd get to dinner, but we're getting to dinner nonetheless. So, I have just spent the rest of the day sort of just playing on the Wii, bit of a blast from the past. I was playing Zelda, thumbs up if you know what that is, but also drinking a little bit of adult Ribena, so apologies for a slightly lively mood than before, but no. Anyway, I am a meal prepper, aren't I? So this was cooked, I think yesterday too. Might need that cheese. So this, ladies and gents, is a bit of spaghetti alla bolognese. So I never know quite what to do with this stuff when it comes out of the fridge again. So do I warm it up in the microwave, or it's difficult doing this one-handed, or should I put it in a pot on the stove? Can't do this one-handed. So bolognese. I think it's always nicer when it's the next day, isn't it? It's always nicer when it's been able to sort of like sit in its juices. Yeah, I said that. Anyway, cat needs feeding. Strangest thing ever. The cat that responds to a whistle. Oh, it's thick. It's fairly... Ooh, it's going everywhere. It's pretty thick, this is. Okay, garlic bread is in the oven. Now the only thing with this meal is there's quite a bit of carbs that I'm going to be eating. So I'm going to have to measure everything out quite carefully to make sure I get the right amount of insulin. So to do that, what I use is there any space? This thing. So this, that's hot still. This is just a weighing scale. It's essential. So I'm just going to get a bowl and let's go first. So one portion of the pasta that I used, just one that I got from Lidl, is 170 grams. That's a serving, and it's 56 grams of carbs. Oh my god, that was 116. What? How the hell? That isn't fair. Oh, that's 170 exactly, look. And it looks like nothing. So that's 50 grams of carbs right there, but that's That's sadly all we're going to get. Remember, I'm having some garlic bread too, and that's 15 grams per piece, and I'm having 2 of those. So that's 50 plus the 30, so that's 80 grams of carbs, plus there's going to be a little bit in the sauce, but we're going to discount that because the sauce is quite fatty. See, these are all the things you have to think about. And there we have my dinner. So I'm going to do a final blood test off camera and eat it all because I'm absolutely starving. But that is, okay, I'll at least finish it off for you. Grated parmesan. So just like imagine 2 bits of garlic bread on the side. But that is what I eat in a day when I'm trying to stay, you know, relatively healthy. Cool, so thanks for tuning in, and if you'd like to see what I eat on an unhealthy day, why don't you let me know in the comment section below.